Hey, what's up, boy? I love the abrupt ending to that. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. It is SCC After Dark.
Favorite time of the week.
Favorite time of the week, and back by popular demand because you guys would get mad at me if I got rid of it. It's lava time. All right, now we can start. All right, welcome in SCC After Dark. We got an action-packed week 11 for you. Texas A&M and Mizzou get top billing this week. That's interesting. Auburn, Vandy, LSU, Alabama, plus much, much more. Ole Miss, the Citadel, that might have gotten top billing otherwise. Georgia playing the other Bulldogs, so it's Bulldogs on Bulldogs. And then I'm leaving out somebody. Florida and Kentucky. That's probably why. All right. So
can you imagine how much barking in each other's face is going to happen in that game? It's like they're going to be having a conversation completely barking.
Well, one side's going to get drowned out by the one side's barking is going to get drowned out by the cowbells.
Yeah.
So,
more cowbell.
Yeah. So all I got to know is just who's that coming down the track. Anyway, we are live. So if you want to jump in the show, please comment. Please let us know where you're from, what you're up to, and let us know that how awesome we are. Rick and Bonnie, welcome in. I like the avatar, even though it says Roll Tide. But joining me on this mission is the one and only Stephen Willis, Locked On Ole Miss, the most watched Ole Miss podcast out there. I think he's up to like 14 billion subscribers or something like that. So
yeah, roughly the population of China.
Yeah, I mean it's just a small little side project he's got going on, but it's all good. But no, he's absolutely crushing it. The Citadel week, dude, you're like crushing records on views this week.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's not true. I know exactly what's going on, but I've got 3 videos of over 7,000 views on Citadel week. And my lowest performing show is at 4,700 at the moment, and it's all because of Florida fans and Lane. Thank y'all.
He has one day that is matching my November so far. Just to put that in perspective.
Wow.
One day is matching my November.
I
think it's like 8,000 and counting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when it's over, that's what's showing. It's actually about 1,000 behind. It's over 9 now. Oh, that's today's show.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I stand corrected. That show does not match my November total. It eclipses it. So anyway, joining me also is from Offseason After Dark, Mike Huseman, also regular on Locked On Vandy. He made a double appearance this week on Tuesday and Wednesday before my crossover with Zach. So I had an action-packed week, Auburn week there on Locked On Vandy. Jeb Beecham joining me back from his Florida home. He's got the regular bookshelf going. Got Pee Wee Herman there behind him, and I think that's a gremlin up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, up there.
And then what's that?
Gizmo.
What's that? Yeah, that's Gizmo, yeah. What's that?
That's a critter.
That's a critter, yeah.
It's like a Bigfoot.
Above the critter?
The Necronomicon there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's here somewhere, but yeah, no, that's Chucky up there.
You got to do it. You got to do a show about movies, dude. Like you have to. And South Florida just scored again.
Mm-hmm.
And then also joining us is Jake Thomas, your double shot of Alabama coverage, Bama After Dark and Tide Talk Live with Stacey Blackwood. So just absolutely crushing it there with the Alabama Crimson Tide coverage, and not pictured. Like, you know how like in the yearbooks you would see like not pictured.
Not pictured, yeah.
Yeah. Boss Man and Hammer from Biscuits and SEC. They decided they're on some double mission in Dubai.
Yeah, sick of mission doing something.
I don't know what they're doing, but I guess that's a job for us not to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're dreading losing the game in Missouri is what they're doing.
That is also true. That game's going to get tricky. We're going to talk about it here. What better time than now? Actually, let's talk about it. Texas A&M at Missouri. Is Reed on Heisman watch? He will be after this game, but he's got to get through this game.
Listen, if Texas A&M allows Missouri to run the football to where Zollers has time to throw the football and they stay on schedule and you're not in like a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12 constantly against the Mike Elko defense, Missouri has the defense to shut Texas A&M down, especially without Le'Veon Bell. And I don't trust Marcel Reed. I think he's a better quarterback than he was a year ago. But if you can force him in long yardage and force him to do his thing, you can win those from time to time, especially with what they have on the edge. Missouri's athletic enough on defense not to let them run the football. So I think it'll be interesting. I think Texas A&M has to front run in this game. If it gets to the second half and it's a one-score game, it could go either way.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. I mean, it's one of those situations where, I mean, and I saw firsthand, and thankfully Vanderbilt was able to get past it. But those edge guys from Missouri are special. And I made that comment when I was talking on the Texas week going, I think Vanderbilt just saw the two best edge players in the country, the best edge duo in the country. People were like, oh my gosh, they were laughing at me. But I think it's true. Like, those guys are ridiculous. They're big, long, fast, all that stuff. Everything you don't want as an offensive player when you're looking across the line of scrimmage at an edge guy. So that's going to be challenging in and of itself.
Yeah, that's what Zion Young's a very good player. He's one of the better edge guys in the country. He's special. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And by the way, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. South Florida is beating UTSA 42-10.
That seems like a high school game. And by the way,
South Florida didn't run an offensive play until 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
I've been said their time of possession is like 5 minutes, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And they got 42 points.
Yeah, it's amazing. They scored 2 defensive touchdowns in between long drives by UTSA.
Wow,
gosh, man,
and UTSA is not a bad team either. They're a 500 ball club. They're all right.
But South Florida losing those 2 games, I mean, that wrecked their playoff hopes. South Florida is the poster child this year for a G5 playoff to exist.
I agree.
They really are. Like, we talked about this on the Squad Show. Shout out to the Lockdown Squad Show. I kind of brought it up on that, and I thought people would think I was more crazy than they thought I wasn't. I guess I don't know how to say that, but like, I thought I was going to get more of a what kind of reaction. But I mean, it's true. I do think FBS needs to be split up because it just makes it more interesting. Like, these G5 teams are just kind of hanging out in limbo. They're just becoming feeder schools for the big programs. Like, give them some purpose, and that product will become even better quality. You nail it. Like, here's what I don't get. You nail it with the midweek games, the Wednesday Maction, the Tuesday Fun Belt, the Thursdays, and you nail it with the midweek stuff and even the Friday stuff. And you have to get them their own playoffs so, like, you can keep this momentum going. Like, people will watch. People watch FCS football. Like, people love the FCS playoffs because it's their chance to get to see the Montana Grizz. Everyone loves to see the Grizz because their stadium is beautiful. It's always snowing at that time of year. Like, just think about Boise State versus South Florida in the G5 National Championship. Like, that game would be incredible. That game would get
and you have smaller campus towns and stadiums that would be great host sites for those games too.
Yeah,
just play everything.
I've had that conversation in multiple circles, Corey, like you were just talking about. And I was very taken aback because it's the G5 people that I found, they didn't like the idea of a G5 only playoff. They wanted to be able to compete in the playoff with everybody else.
A natty's a natty. Like, it's like a 1A. It's like a 1A team complaining about a 5A team in the state of Georgia. Like, they're both state champions, but they both have their own pool of teams to compete against. There's like, I can see they probably think that's shameful. Like, oh God, like, it doesn't mean anything. But a natty's a natty. Like, are you saying an FCS natty doesn't mean anything? Are you saying a D2 natty doesn't mean anything? A D3 natty, IA natty? Like,
I can see them having the issue though, because it's kind of like having to admit we're not on that level, and nobody really wants to admit that. I mean, I understand that's the way it is, but
but Memphis getting like on the rankings for the top 12, they're in the rankings for the final 12, but they're not ranked on the college football playoff list. It feels like a freaking DEI thing.
Mhm.
to where they just got put in for something they didn't deserve because they're not even in the rankings.
Right.
This could be avoided if those G5 teams, maybe if you want to put the G5 champion in the tournament, if you want to do that, so they have something to promote towards.
I don't know that
take
you
number
could do
two
that though,
through
because you'd have to start so early though. That would be tough to start the regular season or end the regular season that early and do a whole playoffs before that.
No, the team that's the one team like Memphis, they're in there. They're not in the lower tournament.
Oh,
Just go
I
2
thought
through
you meant the
13.
team that
Yeah.
wins that one goes in it then. Okay.
Yeah, just go 2 through 13 and that one. And that way they still have their inclusion and the number 5 seed gets their rent a win because let's be real. If Memphis has to go to Georgia, if that ends up happening, Georgia's going to win that game by 30 points.
Yeah, I mean that's just it's a sacrificial
Yeah.
thing.
Last year was the outlier where the G5 team wasn't the lowest conference champion seed.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean because they had
Yeah,
a
let
Heisman
it-
finalist and
Let it be Virginia like God intended.
oh god, that's awful.
You can
But
ease it into it just by naming it good things. Like, our bowl, we have the national champion. The G5 will be the intercontinental champion. The G, no, I'm just
Yep.
No,
kidding.
you're not-
I mean, just at this point, just redo FBS. Like it wouldn't be that hard. Like create divisions. Like it'd be like Alcoa complaining that their state championship doesn't mean anything because they didn't play against Oakland. For all you
Yeah.
Tennessee people, you know that reference,
Yeah.
right? Like Alcoa is just as much of a champion as Oakland is, but they're obviously things are settled by
But-
population in high school, but like it's all like division based.
Here's the problem with those G5 schools, and Mike can probably understand that because he's at Marshall and they probably are like this against West Virginia. Okay. These are all little brother schools, so they have an inferiority complex to begin with. So they're not going to admit they're not as good and take their own playoff because they think in their mind, they've convinced themselves that the only reason that as Southern Miss, we can't compete against Ole Miss is because of the big bad SEC and the conspiracy that's going on to keep them down.
Southern Miss is one of the best Sun Belt teams this year. They got rolled by middle of the road Mississippi State.
Yeah.
That is a very good point.
But they will say that the only reason that Southern Miss doesn't get the credit they want is because the TV networks favor the SEC and Ole Miss and Mississippi State and whatever they have to tell themselves to excuse that horrible loss, because Mississippi State just ran up and down the field on Southern Miss in the second half. They did.
Yeah.
So so what you're saying is they just need to get over themselves, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you wait for them to do it, they're not going to do it. And honestly, I can't understand why Fox isn't all over this right now. They're trying to get into the regular playoff and all the content that happens. It feels like Fox could go in, make a G5 tournament, broadcast that completely, and we would all watch just the same.
Yeah. And Corey, you were saying it was a big change, but now might be a good time for that. There's so much has been changing. Why not just rearrange the whole thing?
Just P4G.
And I
seems
think
like the
you
time
guys
for it.
met, the way it was described by some of you guys was, swallowing your pride and admitting it. I think that the second part of that is you also have to see the future, see the opportunities. It can be framed in a positive way that this is out here and we can do this and make a lot of money and get a lot of notoriety doing it.
That's what
Yeah,
we are
You're gonna
saying.
make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the G5 schools, from what Steve is saying, and I agree with him,
Mhm.
they don't see it that way. And they should.
That's
because
what I'm saying. I'm saying
it's
the
a
schools
great
should do it that way.
opportunity
Yeah.
for recruiting. It's a great opportunity to not be organ donors to the big schools. It's a great opportunity for them to have a name all in themselves. And if you redid Division One, you could have 3 national champions. There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree.
North Dakota State, Montana State,
proud-
South
they're
Dakota
proud
State.
schools.
They're powers. They recruit at a level higher than like Louisiana Monroe. Those schools that are FBS programs. Why? Because they are dynasties at their own level and they can recruit to that.
Right.
How does North Dakota State and Fargo get guys from Tampa and Miami? That's why, because everybody knows who they are.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we all watch those
Brand
championship games.
recognition, yeah,
Mhm.
brand
Yeah.
recognition, all of that. You think if they had their own tournament, you think the MAC would just like blow it out of the water with marketing? I think so. Like,
Yeah.
Maction would be
The
an actual thing.
Yeah, and the Sun Belt, and set it up to where it's like this. Make it to where the college football playoff for the power conferences are whatever Friday and Saturday, and then the G5 tournament is Thursday and Wednesday, and do that through it, and all of a sudden it would
Oh,
be
you get so
absolutely
many eyeballs, dude.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
so many
Yeah.
eyeballs because all eyes are on you Wednesday and Thursday.
Hmm.
Hell, you already got
I
the
would.
mid-15 going. It
This
wouldn't be
we're
that much
splitting
different.
hairs. I would do it Tuesday, Wednesday, so you don't mix with the NFL on Thursday.
Okay,
I mean,
That's a good
but
point.
it would
we're already used
absolutely
to that
work.
anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean,
And
it's already a thing.
And place it the same way with these lower tier bowls that are successful. Maybe the G5 bowl is like the championship game, or the semifinals is the Holiday Bowl and the Alamo Bowl. You know, something like that goes in
You would
to
get-
it to where
you would
yeah,
get-
it would work. It would work.
It would work because people like football.
Hmm?
People will watch playoff football. You think those kids would play hard? Absolutely. They
You
would.
think opting out would stop? Yep.
Yeah.
Last year, Marshall won the Sun Belt Conference. Head coach leaves. They don't have enough players to play the bowl game, so they don't go. That doesn't happen in this scenario. They play the G5 playoffs with
Yeah.
that roster and
if
would
you're
have been
opposed to
competitive.
it, just get
Mhm.
over yourself, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's a positive opportunity. It will never not be framed as a positive opportunity for recruiting, for marketing, for players getting exposure for the next level. You get that much more exposure. Like let's say you're Buffalo and you make a run, or let's say the freaking Air Force Academy makes a run in the Mountain West, or whatever. Just insert whatever team. They make a run. Man, they would get so much notoriety. Like, can you imagine the pub that the United States Air Force Academy would get for making a playoff run?
What,
Well, think
what-
about a Final Four: Boise State, Toledo,
Mhm.
Southern Miss, and
South
the
Florida.
Memphis.
South Florida or Memphis
Yeah. Yeah.
would get. Oh my goodness, that would be amazing. Or James Madison playing in the game,
Yeah.
getting the recognition that they deserve. Honestly,
Yeah, they're just
What-
buried under all the like. It just needs to happen because
What-
they just need to get their recognition.
Yeah. What about getting some recognition for one of the Pac-2 teams? Get some recognition for your teams out there.
They're just
hey, if for some reason Lane Kiffin leaves, my emergency break glass coach is Jimmy Rogers.
That'd be a good one.
He was awesome at
Yeah.
South Dakota
Yeah.
State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was.
emergency break glass coach. I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay, so emergency break glass coach. Okay, I'm gonna add that to the list of rolling ball of butcher knives.
Yeah.
Steve-isms.
Which
Big old-
everyone, this coaching search is going to be a lot of emergency break glass coaches, because
Yes.
there's not going to be a candidate that can do what you want. You're not. Lane Kiffin can't coach everybody everywhere. Everybody he can't.
Well,
Agreed.
actually, he can. What you don't know is this. I just heard from my source. My source is, trust me, dog.
Yeah. That's everybody's source right now.
Yeah, trust me, dog. No, he's gonna. So what he's gonna do next year? This is the grand plan. He's gonna sit in a control room. He's gonna have 17 games up on the screen, and he's gonna be coaching every single one of them.
He's going to call plays for all of them.
And he would still call better offense than Hugh Freeze.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, since they're played on different days, can he also coach the Titans at the same time? Because that'd be nice.
That's on
That's
the
one of
list.
the teams.
The Dolphins too.
yeah.
Dolphins too. Yeah, why not?
The NFL just has to work out a deal where they're. Well, actually, they could play at the same time. He's gonna have the red zone channel for
Yeah.
the NFL.
Yeah.
He's just gonna have that, man. It doesn't matter. He's like, you got it. Once you get in the red zone, just beam me in. We're good. That would be kind of funny, actually. Anyway, Texas, Mizzou, A&M, Mizzou.
Mhm.
We're not. since the boy, I put that on there thinking the Biscuit Boys would be here, but they're just not. So,
Yeah.
do we have a
Yeah,
pick
is
on
it-
that one?
I think
Well,
Becky's on
everybody is
Yeah.
on A&M except the current leader in the clubhouse, Becky.
She may be on to something.
yeah, this year she usually is.
Yeah.
We have to
Yeah.
vote. We have to see the other 10 weeks sheets. We're gonna have to vote
Oh.
on the end of the year what our favorite Mike Huseman pick sheet is.
I love the
Done.
the-
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
I love the bops man on under Alabama. There, there's a little missed typo there.
Oh,
Mike.
what? I apologize, guys. That's an error on my
Look,
part.
my-
Yeah.
Miami Vice, number one show on
Yeah.
television.
Yeah.
Miami Vice new hit show.
Yeah.
Where's the beef?
What driving game is that from? That's a video game. I can't think of it though.
What?
That
Is that Vice City?
Yeah, is that Vice City?
GTA?
I don't want to talk about
No.
GTA. They pushed the release date back another year,
Yeah.
so I don't want to talk
Good
about
God, did they?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
If
it.
they do that-
November 16th.
Yeah, at least it's not like Winds of Winter.
Yeah, yeah,
Which is never coming.
yeah, that's true. Oh,
Yeah, we're all on A&M. All right.
Yeah.
Auburn and
Yeah.
Vandy. This was supposed to be Diego Pavia's knockout punch to Hugh Freeze. But it isn't because he got knocked out one round earlier.
I feel bad for Hugh Freeze getting Diego Pavia a Father's Day gift and not being able to give it to him.
I know. It's so sad.
I know.
So sad. So, okay, interim coach. Obviously, you get the interim coach bump. DJ
Yeah.
Durkin. The defense has played hard all year, so that's never going to be a problem because they play hard. But this offense, they can't. I just don't feel like. And yeah, you're going to get the bump. Their defense is extremely talented. They're going to make it tough on Vanderbilt to move the ball, but I just don't think you can do a whole lot in a few days of practice to really get yourself that much back on track. Now, after this game, in the bye week, maybe the last two, okay, you got more of an argument there. If had they done this during the bye week, maybe you got more argument that they could actually do something. But I just don't feel like this offense was ever in a position. I don't care who's calling plays, unless it's me, then we would get it turned around right away. But I don't care who's calling plays.
You are
Humble-
Buster Faulkner's cousin. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Humble brag.
we're related
yeah.
for more than that reason, but because our moms or his mom was my mom's niece. So there you go.
Okay. Well, I think that in this game, there's one problem that Vandy has to watch out for. I think it's going to be a struggle. Diego Pavia against that defense, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Mhm.
The problem for Vandy is on the outside of the field, and Eric Singleton and Cam Coleman. And if I don't know if Ashton Daniels can make the throws, but I think that Derek Nix is going to quick game Vandy to death, or he wants to try to do that. There's going to be hitches screens, hide plays, error screens, all of that stuff to Eric Singleton to try and get him in space, because if he can do a Ryan Wingo thing, he will.
And Vandy, hopefully they worked on that because the tackling was probably the worst I've ever seen. They look like, quite frankly, they look like a couple of my Hillwood teams trying to tackle out there, which is bad. And I don't understand. They've been so good at that kind of thing, like playing things in space and not letting big chunk plays happen. And that's all they did against Texas. So yeah, if I'm Derek Nix, yeah, I'm going to say, hey, how's your tackling? I'm going to throw it out there and see how it is. And
Yeah, you're going to have to do it over and over and over again.
Yeah. And if you're Derek Nix, are you patient enough to, if Vandy is actually tackling, are you patient enough to take 2-3 yards of play? Most offensive coordinators are
No.
not,
No.
but
It-
that's what you're going to have to do.
I'm all over the under in this one, 45 and a half. So 24 to 21, you still hit the under.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
And it ain't getting
Yeah.
there. I can tell you
And
that
it could
much.
this could be a 17-13 game.
Last
Yeah.
year's game,
Uh,
I think, was 20-10. I believe was 20-10 last year.
I'm going to tell you, I think Auburn's got a really good running back in Jeremiah Cobb. They need to feed him the ball. little bit more in this game and moving forward, honestly, to maybe set up some of those short screens and short passing game for them moving forward, because he's a really good back. He's looked really good in his time since the one that just left the team. Was it Austin or something that just left? And he
come back now.
I don't know. He's looked really good. Jeremiah Cobb has, so been impressed with him when he's got the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and you force those linebackers to pay attention to the backfield. That helps Cam Coleman. That helps Eric Singleton. So.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it gets more one-on-one matchups, but Vandy's just going to have to sack up and win those. Like,
Auburn has to get rid of the ball quick too. That quick game will be important. Auburn is the worst team at pass blocking in the country. They are the only team allowing more than 4 sacks a game.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, Trinidad Chambliss. I mean Jackson Arnold. I still can't believe that somebody said that Trinidad Chambliss and Jackson Arnold. Good God.
They're not even in the same stratosphere.
That's been 3 weeks, and I still can't get over that.
Yeah, that's.
You may mention that in our group chat today, Steve.
Oh, that was because the person that said it took a shot at me.
And I
I was like, oh shit, Steve is in. Oh, there goes our clean rating.
And I said this in our chat mainly. Mike answered, but. I feel like Auburn's in a weird situation here because DJ Durkin has done really well with your defense. He now is the interim coach. You have a potential situation where you lose him if you don't give him the head coaching job because he's really coaching stuff into a head coaching job.
I think you absolutely lose him if you don't give him a head coaching job.
Absolutely. So, I mean, their defense has been really well. Do you risk losing him? By not giving him the head coaching.
I think you just figure out the head coaching portion of it first. And if DJ Durkin's the guy, then it is. Yeah. But if he's not, then you just got to be okay losing him because he's not the only good defensive coordinator out there.
So, well, that's true.
And if that's well said, Corey. Like you got to figure out your head coach first because if it's not Durkin, and if it's not Durkin, does somebody else want to keep around the guy that almost got the job? Probably not.
No.
And like if it's
Durkin won't even give him that chance. No. Probably Durkin's out.
And a name you hear a lot is John Sumrall. Well, his lieutenant for the last 3 jobs has been Greg Gasparotto. Guarantee he's coming with him as D coordinator unless he gets the Tulane job.
That's true.
Durkin. Well, I mean, he doesn't have to worry about letting Durkin go.
Honestly, if they were to hire John Sumrall, I would expect DJ Durkin to potentially end up a place like Tulane. As a head coach, that might be somebody that they hire.
Yeah,
I mean that would be probably pretty good for them.
As long as the thing with John Sumrall is he played at Kentucky, so that job opens up. He may be interested in that as well. So Auburn may need to jump on him real quick.
No, I think that's vice versa. They might want to be there and all that, but John Sumrall also knows exactly where football sits.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. And if there's another school that's interested in him, just the same as Kentucky, and they care more about football than Kentucky, he'll go to the other place.
I think him in Arkansas, him in Auburn, that would fit. LSU's not going to touch him because that would be that's an ego thing because they'd feel like they're hiring little brother's coach.
Yeah. They can hire Bill Belichick if they want to. I think he might be available.
By the way, you mentioned Arkansas. The strong chatter the last couple days is that Ryan Silverfield is probably going to be the next Arkansas guy.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Okay. Well, not a far commute from where he is.
And he beat Arkansas this year, so everybody got to see it straight up.
Okay, Arkansas. That wouldn't be. I don't know how John Neighbors feels about that, but I think that'd be a good hire. I wouldn't hate that.
The Pat Fitzgerald rumors that came out, that was the one thing. John Neighbors at Locked On Razorbacks, he's like, no.
It would have been a good hire for them. Where's John Neighbors' head at? He's a heck of a coach.
But he apparently had trouble in the NIL era.
Well, that whole school does because they don't have any freaking money.
Yeah.
You can't.
By the way, I'm starting.
Remember, they have post-traumatic stress over Brett Bielema too.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah,
PTSBB post something like that.
Yeah, over Bert.
Birdie.
When Arkansas hires somebody else, I'm all about the Gamecocks bringing in Petrino as O coordinator because I want him to coach Sellers.
That would be deadly.
Yeah.
If we don't lose them, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Lenora Sellers would give Bob Petrino an aneurysm because the first time an open wide receiver is happening in the middle of the field and Sellers missed him by 5 yards, like he did like 6 times against Ole Miss, Petrino would lose his mind.
Yeah.
I see a lot of mock drafts with him in it, like he's going to declare, but I don't know if he's ready for that yet.
No,
I don't
he's
think
not.
he is. He's
Th-
not.
Their,
Definitely not.
their best play this year is Lenora Sellers throw it as far as you can and Nick Harbor run as fast as you can.
Being
Hey,
ready's relative, though. This QB draft class is really weak, and
Yeah,
he's going to
that's
go to the
probably why.
combine. He's going to go to the combine, light it up if he declares, and somebody's going to Anthony Richardson him really high.
Yeah, I was going
Drew,
to
Al-
say.
Drew Aller's going through the same thing. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
your,
Drew's
that's
not-
your boy, ain't it, Steve?
Yeah, that's your favorite player.
yeah, he got James Franklin fired in the same calendar year that they were one play away from the national championship game.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
That's just wild. to
Quickly
me.
the tables
Yeah.
have turned.
Mm-hmm.
My
By the
how
way,
the turntables.
I thought about when you had mentioned, we're going to get a lot of break glass in case of emergency hires. Penn State, who fires a guy that wins 10 games every year and thought they were going to get the best coach in the country. One of the 2 betting favorites now is Brian Hartline, who's never been a head coach before.
He's
Right.
an offensive coordinator at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Drinkwitz are the 2 betting favorites right now for that
Drinkwitz
job.
would be a terrible fit there.
And by the way, and Drinkwitz's family or whatever they're basically telling everybody in Columbia they're not going anywhere.
Really?
I seen him lead to the
family,
Auburn job
not
too.
Drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he was
that's
a former assistant at Auburn.
You're right.
He was
I also
Cam's
seen-
quarterback coach.
And I've also seen Jimbo Fisher, his name brought up at
That
Auburn
would
as
be
well.
hilarious.
That would be
That would
My
be
God.
The other guy Auburn wanted, Kenny Dillingham would have made sense as a former O coordinator. He told his team today that he's staying at Arizona State.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Nick
Yeah.
Saban told his team he was staying with the Dolphins too. Auburn could prevail on him.
Hey, like I said, I think
It ain't
that
over
this
until
has
they sign
every-
a contract.
no, it's not even over then, honestly.
Well, it's over
It's over after recruiting when it gets too late.
intermission, really.
Everybody's talking about, well, Lane has a contract offer on his desk. All he has to do is sign it, it goes away. It's like, what, that's going to raise his buyout from $6 million to $10 million or something like that. He can still go at any point.
right.
It doesn't change that. But I guess they just want him to say, I'm not leaving.
Exactly.
But
He's
yeah, but it's like, wait till the end of the year. Actually, wait until the end of the Florida game. This is too much fun right now for me. I am
I was
working
gonna
on I'm working on a very good Christmas. That's
Just-
that's all I'm saying.
Keep teasing us. Please keep teasing us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
Yeah.
keep doing your thing. Getting 7,000 views a day in Citadel week. Yes, keep it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
I need to get those kind of views. Tennessee's coming up. I'm about to kick that anthill down.
Yeah, you'll get those views in that game if you kick that anthill.
I haven't got the quite the squeeze out of Auburn fans that I would because they're so preoccupied with their coaching stuff that
Yeah.
they just like
They've
They
just
don't even
turned the
come over.
page.
yeah they don't even come over. Like last year they were all over me. Last year's week,
Yeah.
but this week
Vandy, yeah, y'all gonna have back-to-back wins over Auburn if y'all win. That's awesome.
I think if Vandy wins this game, they
Love
become
Vandy.
like the series leader.
Yeah.
Nice.
wild too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tied right now, I believe.
I threw a
Yeah,
trivia
that's
question
insane.
out there on YouTube posts for on the YouTube Vandy. So when it's kind of a tricky question because like one of the seasons, like if you look up their Wikipedia page, they list it as the season they were undefeated. But then you look at the sportsreference.com, which has like the records, and that season's not even listed because it's World War II. So so when was the last year Vanderbilt was undefeated?
1913.
To like 24.
Close. Steve,
1938.
I didn't say when your 10th birthday was.
When was the last time they were undefeated?
1922.
1922.
1922.
Close.
That's right
And
before
McGugin.
Alex died.
Right before Alex died. Yeah, they were. She could have watched Vanderbilt play undefeated football.
Yeah. She had that opportunity.
Mhm.
Dang it.
I know she missed it. Brutal, tough. Yeah, Dan McGugin, great mentor. Has a very mediocre building named after him.
There's the McGugin Center.
Yeah,
I'm reading about the 1922 Vanderbilt team. It says their offensive scheme, the short punt. That's all it says.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's where Iowa gets it from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The short punt. God, love it.
Oh,
What is that?
McGugin actually is an Iowa guy. I believe he played for the Hawkeyes.
Oh my God, this
By the
just
way,
this
yeah.
is too funny.
It all connects.
All right, in stream. Click.
Oh, he played him. He is from Iowa. He played at Michigan. I was kind of wrong.
Okay.
About that.
Well, that makes sense because Michigan, whoever that coach that they had there at that point, they all kind of spread out. It was there and Yale and all that. So it makes
Steve
sense.
was their agent, so he divvied them out.
Well, if they were good enough, they
Yeah.
could be me as an agent.
Yeah.
One
Oh,
podcast.
Yost,
Write news
Fielding
articles
Yost
on
was
him.
the head coach. Yeah, they went out. He coached everybody. Yeah.
Steve was like, "Yeah, see, you're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go there.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
never take me alive, copper. See,
Yeah, see, you're gonna go to Iowa. You're going to Michigan. You're going to
Yeah.
Yale. Okay, we're gonna win one for the Gippa. Yeah,
The University of Chicago is going to be a dynasty, by golly.
Swanee.
That guy you're talking about, Steve, 77 guys became head coaches.
Yeah.
Under his tree. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
God.
Yeah, what was his name?
Fielding Yost.
Yes, Fielding
Wow.
Yost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did he coach the Titans and remember the Titans? Fielding Yost.
Different Yost. Close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably related. So
well, I sit here and watch Remember the Titans and just picture that little girl when she grows up. She's going to marry a giant, and I
Yeah.
try and figure out
Yep.
the physics of that.
Yeah.
a giant Russian
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
who could
just 6'7", just a monster, and she's
She's
like
like, what,
4'7".
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was going to be in Nashville, too, singing country songs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like I don't even know how that would work.
he's a giant, literally.
Yeah.
Giant.
Yeah,
And he has a twin.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Twin. Which one did she
Like
marry? Kelly or Vladimir?
they're Ukrainian.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, because one of them and
Oh,
not,
they
I'm pretty
fought in
sure-
the Ukrainian army. Yeah.
Yeah, was the mayor of Kiev.
Oh, they are Ukrainian. That's right.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
exactly right. I thought they're okay. Yeah. Klitschko. The Klitschkos.
Yeah, still doesn't
Vladimir's
matter.
the one
They're
she was
giants.
married to. Yeah.
Vladimir,
Okay.
not Vitali. There we go.
But-
Full circle.
but-
Paid Pantier. The Klitschkos.
By the way, since we're kind of off the rails, one quick thing. We mentioned Iowa a while ago, but I saw today. Have y'all seen Mark Gronkowski's stats this year? The
Gronkowski,
quarterback. Yeah.
Gonna
He's got 4 touchdown passes and 4 interceptions on the year.
Wow.
That is crazy. And they're
Has
what?
he-
They've only lost 2 games.
They started all year?
That is
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that guy was it Phil Parker? He's the best defensive coordinator in the country.
yeah,
He is.
He is. Yeah.
It's
And,
unbelievable.
and he is so good. That's the reason they play offense the way they do it, because
Yeah.
of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they know they don't have to. They can
No.
score 10 points and win.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Gronowski's a FCS stud, dude.
Mhm.
South Dakota State Jackrabbit,
South
right?
Dakota. Yeah.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
Floyd,
Jimmy
we talked
Rogers, full
Mhm.
circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full
And
circle.
we talk about Iowa like playing the complimentary ball. The only thing they were ahead of the curve on, getting Australian punters. They were one of the first
Yeah.
teams that started doing that. And it is
Hmm.
now
Them
everybody
and
does
LSU.
it.
I think LSU was on the.
Yeah.
Oh, your boy Thornton Jeb just completely dropped a touchdown pass, wide open.
Oh, really?
It just went right through the hands.
That's disappointing to hear. They'll have to draft Chris Brazzell this next draft. He'll help.
Did y'all see the Zach Calzada thing?
No,
I didn't actually watch it. I was like, it just looked. It looked like it fit on the wall of douchebaggery for us, Steve.
Yeah, it's like he's bragging about his NIL money because he got benched and everybody's mad about it. And part of me is like, my God, you got benched. Just keep your mouth closed. But the second thing is, if you pull the wool over somebody's eyes that hard and they pay it, that's almost flex worthy.
Yeah.
But I mean, just keep your mouth shut. All you had to do was make it 3 more weeks and go away and disappear forever and start your real estate career.
Right.
With all that money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The owner might be like, Zach, need that money back there, boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kentucky football.
yeah.
South
Gotta love it.
Florida. Yeah. Oh, that's UT San Antonio. Okay. They were doing one of those commercials and they showed a bunch of hospital stuff, and I thought it was potentially USF, and they have a special place in my heart because they took out 90% of my tumor.
Well done.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching the Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the Broncos. Who's winning?
It's tied.
Oh, okay.
7-0.
Raiders were winning, so I just hadn't looked.
Yeah. Denver tied it up.
Auburn.
Raiders.
Denver's good.
They are good. And they should stick with these uniforms, by the way. The Orange Crush.
Yeah.
Oh, they're wearing the John Elways.
Yeah.
They're
They're
Orange.
Orange Crush, yeah.
Yeah.
And Auburn fumbled on Bo Nix.
They
Oh.
really did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Auburn fumbling on a quarterback? No
Yeah.
That's 'cause
way.
of
Not
Yeah,
named Newton.
especially when it was Patrick Nix's son,
Right.
like a legacy quarterback on top of everything else.
hmm Yep. Big fumble for them.
Unbelievable.
Mhm.
Yeah. For 1 year, there was 1 year they didn't fumble on a quarterback, and that was Cam Newton.
Yeah, and the reason they didn't fumble on the quarterback is because they paid NIL before NIL was a thing.
Nick Marshall was all right, or was SSLC just good?
Nick Marshall was the most underrated quarterback that has ever played for Auburn.
Yeah.
I will consistently say it. Auburn that year had no business going to the national championship game. None.
He overachieved big time. And they got a bunch of lucky moments.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, the Pran Jordan Hare and the kick six in the same year, back-to-back games.
Yeah.
The 2 Georgia players go, like, I'll never forget this. Like, this is the picture, and there's a picture of it. It's the picture of ineptitude. Just 2 guys just, and the ball just popping up, and they're both like this. Like, they just try to catch it. Like, you know how, like, somebody unathletic just tried to catch one like this?
Mm-hmm.
And their arms are crossed. Like it bounced off his chest. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
had that look on his face, like, oh, no. Yeah.
Yep.
Hope nobody's taking a picture of this.
USF's up 45-10 to start the third quarter. The first play, reverse.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm becoming a big Alex Galesh fan.
Yeah.
Does he end up anywhere?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he should for sure.
Yeah, the candidate pool is too weak for him not to.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to just go right up 75 to Gainesville.
Oh,
He's already beat him this year.
it goes down to hiring little brother's coach.
Yeah,
That we
Florida's going
talked
to get
about.
over that if they want a good coach. They're just going
But
to.
they don't.
I know
They don't.
They're not going to do that.
They're going to have.
There's a reason only 2 coaches have won there.
Good point.
But they should hire Lane Kiffin so he can actually win.
I'm telling you right now, Lane Kiffin isn't the reason that Ole Miss wins. Now, it helps that he's there and what he's going on. The reason Ole Miss wins is they're completely unified. everything. They're pulling the rope the same direction, a great collective, cool uniforms, they're marketing, they're just making money hand over fist, and all of that. You can't get that at Florida. You can't get that at LSU because the boosters are going to infight. You can't get that at one of the bigger brand coaching jobs out there because they're not meant for that to happen because everybody has egos.
That's what's happening at Vanderbilt.
That's what's going to happen at Auburn too.
Everyone's pulling in the right direction at Vanderbilt. Georgia's a weird scenario because they don't utilize NIL enough, I think, or they don't publicize it. It's weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee.
I mean, they get a couple guys out of the portal, but like Kirby, as far as portal stuff goes, don't get this twisted. As far as portal goes, he's closer to Dabo than he is Lane as far as portal activity.
By the way, they just on the bottom line showed women's college basketball, and LSU is beating Southeast Louisiana with a minute left to go in the game, 111-22.
Good God. That is wild.
Yeah. Good God. I just like, whenever that popped up, I was like, what the heck?
Women's South Carolina basketball is really good.
Oklahoma State's beating
After this fall, I'm going to need that, Jake. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. They'll pick you up.
They will. Yeah.
Mm.
LSU Bama. This game's not quite the classic it used to be.
I don't think we
Did
picked
we
the Auburn
actually
Vandy
pick,
game.
we didn't actually
Yeah.
pick Auburn and Vandy, I don't think.
Yeah, we didn't
You know who I'm
Listen,
Auburn.
LSU and Vandy
roll.
in
Forward.
2011
Mhm.
finished 9-6, and it was the most riveting game on television. A touchdown wasn't scored.
Mhm.
And we go from that to 14 years later, this.
Mhm.
And LSU is going to have lots of effort with Frank Wilson being the coach and all of that. But Alabama is going to beat the hell out of them.
They don't just all of a sudden grow offensive linemen or double
Yeah.
their offensive linemen. Like they're going to have the same.
And this is
line.
not the offensive line to have a bad, or not the defensive line to have a bad offensive line against.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
I feel like Alabama's defensive front can have a big game here. Front seven for sure.
I think they will because Nussmeier's a statue
Mm-hmm.
that has he has a peg leg. Feels like at this point. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the injury report came out and said Garrett Nussmeier peg leg. So like it's a recipe for disaster. And Ty Simpson is he's gonna have a big game. Like I don't think they're gonna be able to get to him.
I also think this is a game that Michael Van Buren gets a series or two, and they run him.
Yeah.
When Van Buren's in the game, though, is it called a series or is it called a campaign?
I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If it was a campaign, Van Buren would have won
Yeah.
because Nussmeier's been trash.
Utter garbaggio.
But at least he beat Lenore
Yeah,
Sellers. Sorry about that, Mike.
Yeah, the thing about this game, me and States talked about it last night on our previous show, with them having their, interim coach, and he was their running backs coach. So I feel like their running game hasn't got going much this year. He may try to emphasize getting the running game going early. Alabama's running game hasn't got going much this year either. I think both teams are going to try to come out and run the ball, and whoever can establish that run early on is probably going to take off and win this game. And it's probably going to be Alabama, just not trying to be homers, but
It's
but
not LSU doesn't try to run the ball. That's the
right.
thing. They don't
Yeah.
try to run the ball.
I think Jake's right about the style, though, and the tone of this game. So I think it's
Yeah.
relatively low scoring, too.
Well,
Yeah.
it's going to be low scoring.
Mhm.
because LSU struggles with running quarterbacks. So Ty
Mhm.
Simpson, is he going to run or is he going to do the passing pocket passer thing and throw the ball? If that happens, LSU has the secondary athletes to keep Alabama out of the end zone.
Yeah.
They might kick field goals, but that's how you keep them out of the end zone. And if they're this is another game that if it's within a one score in the second half, it gets weird, but I don't think it's going to be one score in the second half.
Yeah. I don't think we'll either.
I think they're just going to get worn down. They're emotionally fatigued from all this Brian Kelly drama. And yes, they're 2 weeks away from it. But
But LSU should be ashamed with the way they started this coaching search. They should.
Yeah.
they're
they
private.
should.
I mean, honestly, I think if a big name guy goes there, he's stupid because like
Yeah.
they've shown their hand, they've shown their cards, and to me, I'd be like, no thanks.
Right.
It almost feels,
Don't
this is what it feels like. The governor is sabotaging that search intentionally so that his friend, his guy can be the head coach. Is this a conspiracy theory thing to make Ed Orgeron the coach again?
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
Mhm.
I will say one smart move they made. I figured they'd get a good coach, and I still think they will. I didn't think they'd get a good athletic director. The way it ended with Woodward, I thought that would go poorly. They were probably smart to just name the associate guy the full-time athletic director now.
But no, they didn't name him that. They backed it up like 5 hours
did they?
later.
Oh
Yes,
boy, I didn't
Mhm.
see that.
Yeah. The president of the school basically pulled a governor of the state of Louisiana and is like, well, what does interim mean? I mean, I'll take the interim tag off, but that doesn't mean he's the permanent athletic director. And it's like,
Oh
well,
my
that's exactly
gosh.
what it means.
Right. You take that off, then he's a
Yeah.
permanent guy. What the hell?
So it's just disaster upon disaster
Yeah,
upon
that's
disaster.
And I got my popcorn ready, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
If I'm a big name athletic director, I wouldn't go there either. The way they're
Yeah.
acting.
No.
It's going to be Verge. He's going to keep it because it's just process of elimination at this point.
Yeah.
No one else is going to apply.
No one's going to take it.
Yeah.
No.
Take it.
And he was apparently, I think he was named in a Title IX lawsuit and got suspended.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Yeah, it's something like that. I saw that online. It could be wrong, but I've seen it in multiple places to where, you at least believe it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's like,
This is
come on,
wild.
come on.
All right. Moscona's going to do really big numbers.
Oh, he's already doing like 70,000 per show.
Mm.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to break 1 million easily this year.
Mhm.
this
Who's this?
month.
I don't know who
Matt
you're talking
Matt
about.
Moscona,
Matt
Okay.
Moscona, yeah.
the Locked On LSU guy.
Mhm.
Really good.
Yep.
70,000. I broke 50,000 for the month of October, so that's good.
No,
Nice.
that's huge
Nice.
improvement. Mhm.
Still not anything his daily shows. Got a long way to go. But yeah,
Hmm.
October 52,000, big month. November's off to a pretty good start. I'm up above 8,000 so far.
Good job.
So that's good. All right. Yeah, I think we're pretty much. I mean, is anybody on LSU with this?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Mike is.
The spread is far too big for me. What I perceive to be a low scoring game. 10.5. I think LSU with the points there to me is the logical pick.
Okay.
Not saying they win.
I
I think they cover.
don't know. It just doesn't seem like LSU. I know they've got the dudes on defense, but it doesn't seem like their defense has been playing that great. And Alabama, their offense has been playing really well. I worry about that, but
Well, this thing, I know LSU has not looked great this year, but they got the dudes on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh,
I mean,
there you
Barry Brown has not done anything yet. He's only got 1 touchdown reception all year long.
Yeah.
He's
He's
due
like-
for a big game.
He's like, am I sure I left Kentucky?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
still in
it's
Kentucky.
it's crazy, but
I mean, yeah, there's no denying the talent they have, but
right. I just don't
Some-
think they can put it all together
I
in
was gonna say,
2
at
weeks.
some point you gotta kind of have to give up. Like I just don't have faith in that kind of thing
right?
at this point in the season. If you haven't been able to do it yet,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna start calling it for the next week.
Yeah, and I think Bama's going to roll, dude. I really do. I think they're going to roll. The Tide is going to roll.
This depends. We got a big matchup the week after in Oklahoma, so I don't. Maybe they won't overlook.
No, you'll be okay.
I honestly think that is an elimination game both ways.
It very well could be.
Yeah. It's one of those things that if Oklahoma were to win that game, you remember, you only have to drop 6 spaces to where you're out of the playoffs
Playoffs.
right now. I could easily see Alabama dropping to number 11, and then you have this Memphis and Virginia like albatross out there. And things get difficult. But at the end, I think that Oklahoma is going to lose that game because Alabama defensively is just too much for this Oklahoma offense. But that would be concerning right now for me.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we will. So Georgia, Mississippi State. Okay.
Wait. Let's back up before we get that. I didn't even think about this earlier, but back when we were talking about A&M and Mizzou, is Bo playing again? I have not.
No,
heard
he's
y'all-
not. No, the true
He's
freshman's going.
Yeah, he broke his
Okay.
leg or ankle or
Oh,
something.
I
He
picked
done.
A&M in that, right?
He sprained it. Yeah, he sprained his ankle.
We all
Yeah,
picked
yeah,
A&M
okay.
except Becky.
Okay, yeah, all right, good. I was making sure. I'd forgotten
Did
all
we?
about that.
I don't think we actually made our Auburn Vandy picks either. We might have skipped
Yeah.
over that.
Yeah, we did.
I think we're. Oh no, we didn't all pick Vandy.
Yeah, Mike, you're on
Oh,
Auburn.
I am on Auburn. Yes,
He's of course
Um,
Auburn. Hater.
Okay.
Did they
That game's going to be
cover
that
or
game's gonna
win?
be, to cover because
Okay.
that game is going to be even more lower scoring than LSU and Alabama. And the one thing Auburn is really good at is stopping the run. I think that suppresses the scoring enough to give them a chance to at least stay within a possession.
That makes sense.
It might, but that again, that's the same with me as I was talking about with LSU Alabama, where I know Steve mentioned this when y'all were talking about the game about Auburn having those guys on the outside, and they might could at least score a little bit and kind of help keep this close. But that's another thing, they haven't been able to do it this whole season. I'm not going to have faith in it. I don't think Auburn can score anything in this game, and Vandy will score enough. They've covered in every game that they have actually won this season.
Vandy is 7-2.
Well, not-
Vandy's 7-2 against the spread this season. That's the second best in the conference.
I was going to say, and I didn't even mean covered, but I mean they've covered this spread in this game and every other game, except the two they lost, of course. Which
Fun fact: Mississippi State is 8-1 against the spread this year. That is the best in the conference.
I see. That's where Becky's record's coming from.
Yeah.
She keeps picking.
Yeah.
Anyway, against those
She pitched Georgia though in that game, so we need to talk about it.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
Corey?
Yeah. So if the spread is in favor of Georgia, it's hard to pick it. 7.5 points. They won't cover anything. I'm dumb and I'm picking them, but
if they don't cover that, they're in trouble.
Dang.
I was gonna say this is the problem.
That could
This
be on
is-
those
There's
two
no
blocks.
reason they shouldn't cover that.
there's
Yeah.
no reason they shouldn't. But they find ways to not cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's,
Mississippi
that's
State is-
31 to 21.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
And-
State can throw the ball well. Those are the
Yeah.
teams that could give Georgia problems.
State,
Their pasty's not great.
they scored 30 on Georgia last year.
Yeah,
Now I'm picking Georgia, obviously, because I'm probably. Just
I'm on the Bulldogs here, waving
Yeah.
the cowbell.
Yeah,
Same here. Georgia
I-
here.
I'm picking the Bulldogs.
I'm definitely on the Bulldogs as well. It's-
My thing about this game is Mississippi State finally got their first SEC win. They got that monkey off their back. Now they're looking for a potential playoff, or not a playoff, but a bowl bid. They got to get that to 6 wins. So they're going to play inspired in this game. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they can keep it within
Yeah.
3.
Georgia's in the playoff hunt, so they're going to play inspired too. But
Yeah.
it all comes down to the fact that it just seems like Georgia's very passive in the first half, especially on defense. And this is not the offense you need to be able to do that. You need to jump on them
Yeah.
immediately. And if they do that, then they will cover this spread pretty easily, probably blow them out. If they let them hang around, it's going to be a struggle win. It's going to be kind of like the Florida game was last week, where they were pretty much in control of that for most of the part. There was a couple moments where you're like, oh, they're losing their grip, but then they regained it. It's going to be kind of, I think that's just how they win this year. That's just kind of who they are. Talent-wise, that spread is probably too low.
And
But the
and
way
Mike,
they're playing, it's about right.
you said that Mississippi State was a middle of the road team. I was watching. It was one of the halftime shows of the basketball game I was watching last night, and Gene Chizik was on there, and he said this Mississippi State team is 4 plays away from being 8-1 at the moment. So I mean, they're not that bad of a team. Do they have the dudes to hang with Georgia? I don't know.
They
But
just can't-
can they, the way Georgia has played this year, especially on defense, you can score on Georgia defensively for sure.
They can hang with them.
They're
They just
also
can't-
they're also one play away from being 4-6 right now.
That is true. That is true. But George is also
I'm
like 2 plays away from being like having 3 losses as well,
4 losses.
Yeah.
or 4 losses. So
Because they've lost Alabama
Mhm.
plus Tennessee.
Ole Miss, if
Florida.
they
Ole
make a
Miss.
they make a tackle on 4th and 2, Ole Miss wins that game.
Yep. And then the Florida game could have gone either way last week.
Yeah, the Florida game was dicey. That's
Mhm.
more of a toss up. So they
Yeah.
realistically three losses, maybe with the 4th,
Right.
depending on it unraveling.
Mhm.
Fire Kirby! Can you imagine that?
No, my gosh, don't do that. That's
That's the kind of stuff Georgia fans say.
There was a campaign on social media from the Lunatic Fringe of Tennessee that was saying fire Josh Heupel.
yeah.
So
I saw
stupid.
that.
No, they
Yeah,
should
no,
fire
what?
Josh Heupel. I mean, I say that tongue in cheek. They shouldn't fire him at all. That would be really stupid. Which I'm
Would be
I
very
encourage
dumb.
There,
Jesus.
go for
there
it.
was
Yeah,
there was
please,
somebody
please
who
fire
who made a side by side comparison of Heupel and Brian Kelly, and their records are similar, and they're like, well, one of them's fired and the other one still got a job. I'm like, come on, man. Now, one team is descending right now, and the other one's ascending. So
I was gonna say, and you gotta look at their records. Tennessee's
Yeah.
2 best seasons since 2007, before Josh Heupel got there, were 8-4. 2 8-4 back-to-back seasons for Bush Jones. Since Josh Heupel's gotten there, they've had 2 10-win seasons out of his
Right.
4, and 8-4 season. So 3 of his 4 seasons have
And that 8-4 was
been
his
the best
first
we've
year,
had.
which was
Yeah.
probably his best coaching job because that team was awful.
yeah,
Now I'm 7-5, but it was still good. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, I mean,
he came in, fixed what Jeremy Pruitt, had done to our
7
team.
wins with that team, Jeb,
Yeah.
should have been coach of the year material because
Oh,
that
yeah.
was insane.
Oh yeah, then he went 10 wins the next season, and we were riding high. No, the
Yeah.
8-4 one was the Joe Milton year, but
Yeah.
which it
Maybe-
happens.
because he didn't want to.
Quit trying to bait me. Quit trying to bait me.
I mean, come on, Joe Milton was good.
It was
He
Joe
had
Milton.
touch, right, Steve?
Winning 8 games with Joe Milton's a pretty good coaching job in the SEC.
That's what I think.
I mean, because Joe Milton likes to throw things.
if you need a pass thrown 40 yards, Joe Milton can throw the ball 40 yards. If you need a pass thrown 10 yards, Joe Milton can throw the ball 40 yards.
And the Cowboys have figured it out. They put him in and just have him launch balls into the end zone all
Yes.
over his way. And some of them he hits. You know,
Is that an
If they can do that.
Is it an orange?
That's-
He throws strawberry through Battleship.
I just know not to have him throw a 10-yard pass or he's going to hurt somebody.
Yeah,
There's that clip where he's throwing that dude the pass in the Barstool office and just destroys him.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that was his light touch pass. Trust me.
yeah.
Oh, my favorite thing is like when the NFL Combine was there and Anthony Richardson was going through it, and he threw the ball into the ceiling. He hit the ceiling
Yeah.
of their indoor facility,
Yeah.
and then somebody said, "What kind of pass was it? A screen pass?" And-
I heard somebody else say that today. Was there a receiver up there? No. Well, then that tracks. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. I believe it did.
Definitely.
That's funny.
Other than Hugh Freeze getting mileage off of beating Nick Saban twice, is there any other person that got as much mileage out of beating Utah one time than Anthony Richardson?
No.
Oh,
He got Danny Dimesed.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. And the GM, it was not true. He did not get the GM fired.
No, not yet.
I mean, he won't.
Hey,
be the reason
the owner's taking notes on the sideline.
Oh yeah,
So,
she is.
There's nobody that's been as involved as this owner for taking notes. It's like, do you know who Jerry Jones is?
Yeah.
You
And
met
she's
Jerry-
got a headset on and everything. I mean, she's
George
deeply
Halas was
involved.
literally the head coach of the Bears when he was the owner for like 30 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, guys.
Al Davis was doing everything that did not end well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not a good thing.
Ask Lane Kiffin how he knows.
Yes,
I will say Daniel Jones' career has got resurrected at Colts this year.
sure has.
Well, it's
Yeah.
amazing.
I-
It's amazing what getting away from the Giants will do.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
He's good.
I mean,
Jackson Dart has Josh, the offensive coordinator that found Josh Allen and did all that, and they're doing a lot of the same stuff, and it works.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know that Jackson Dart will be as successful if another coach came in.
Yeah.
Not in that organization, no.
Yeah.
Mhm. And the Jets just trade away everybody pretty much.
The
Except
Saints
Garrett
too.
Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah.
They saw they'd fallen into third in the draft, and they were like, "Oh no, we're gonna fix this."
Yeah.
So
We're gonna lose the rest of the way.
the Saints are tanking for the number 1 pick and hopefully Arch Manning, right?
I think they're heading for it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yes.
Well, the
Please
Jets,
sign me
the
up.
Jets were awful and traded away all their good players. They might be catching them soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson's like, Come
Well,
on,
where,
bro.
yeah. Where's everybody at?
it's that Fresh Prince meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw one day it was Brees Hall when the clock hits midnight and he's still on the Jets, and it was Paul Dana was the Riddler when he's still in jail at the end of the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
All right, the rest of our picks.
Ole
Steve
Miss.
is picking the Citadel.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Florida,
I'm
Kentucky.
I'm all over the Citadel in this game. This no line game.
Yeah.
Citadel by 50. No, all right, Florida, Kentucky.
This interesting.
Sicko Bowl round 2.
This
Mhm.
was one of the most heavily gambled on games early in the week this year that we've seen anywhere. When the game opened up, apparently the sharps and a lot of the bettors thought that the over-under was set way too high. So all kinds of money came in early on the under. And let me tell you where it's at now. It is now down to 45.5, same as the other game we talked about.
I would
yeah.
still take the under.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna
probably,
say
yeah.
that's
And it was
Absolutely.
even higher. It was I think it was 47 or 48.5 when it opened, and all kinds of money
Wow.
came in on the under.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely under.
if you look at the availability report, Florida is missing their top 2 wide receivers, maybe their top
Yep.
3. They're missing their 3 and their 4 running backs. It's going to be basically Jaden Baugh, and you're hoping at that point for points. And Mark Stoops is a legend at creating rock fights, especially in Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
This game has 17-14 written all over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And with that, I'm taking Kentucky.
Yeah, 17-14. Kentucky scores 14. They cover. Give me Kentucky.
Yeah, give me the Cats.
I took the Gators to win by 4. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking like 20-14 top game. Gators win.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
score fest. Well, it's a lot of points.
Score
Jake.
fest.
A lot of
Yeah,
points.
good
Hey.
gosh, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
careful.
We're going to bring
Yeah.
back the air raid siren. Tim Couch
Yeah.
walking through that door.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh.
Little
Score
Craig
fest.
Yeast.
Oh gosh, man.
Little
I'm,
Derek Abney.
I'm
I can keep
sweating
going.
now, man. That's just
Yeah.
thinking about that one.
How many they score on Georgia last week? I can't remember.
Who Florida?
20.
It was
Yeah.
10-3.
Yeah. So they scored 20 against Georgia. They can probably score 20 against Kentucky.
They scored
talking
20
40,
against
yeah.
Georgia. They scored 20 against Georgia because Georgia busted coverage twice. That's why they were able to score those points. It wasn't
Yeah,
because
there was a
of
couple
other
bad
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first touchdown to Eugene Wilson, who's not playing in this game, by the way.
You're right.
He ended up had 111 yards in the game, not playing this week again. But it was a complete busted coverage on like a 40-yard touchdown pass.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Lagway threw a jump pass, essentially rolling out to left, underthrew his receiver, it hit the ground in a play that if he would have just planted his feet and threw the football,
Mm-hmm.
the guy would have walked into the end zone
Yep.
for a winning score.
Mhm.
But he tried a jump pass, threw it off angle, all of that stuff that I freaking hate. I think Patrick Mahomes is the worst thing that has ever happened to quarterbacking
Mm-hmm.
because everybody thinks they can do that and nobody can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's one of those things that now it's going to be Florida without the weapons. If you lose the game to Kentucky, what does that team look like when they come into Oxford?
Mm-hmm.
beaten down?
Yeah,
They've quit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think I might even be so bold to say that Kentucky wins outright.
yeah. I like Cutter Boley. I really like. we made fun about Zach Calzada doing his thing and bragging about making all the money while he got benched. Cutter Bowley's a good quarterback. And honestly, he's the best thing that's happened to Kentucky probably 3 or 4 years. Honestly, he's the one reason that you have hope.
Since Will
Rest of the
Levis.
team, not so much.
Yeah, probably since Will Levis, who
Mhm.
was a garbage NFL quarterback. But yes,
A lot of people are garbage NFL quarterbacks, so that's not necessarily the dig that people think it is. But
Cam Ward's not too bad right now.
No, he's
I would be
Still
a
got-
terrible,
still got
generationally terrible NFL quarterback.
Yeah.
you get me in there, I'm throwing dimes, dude. The
Mm.
left-
No, just late. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Saw
problem
that.
is it cost a quarter.
Oh, that's so good.
All right. On that note, we are SEC After Dark. Stephen Willis, Locked on Ole Miss, the highest watched Ole Miss podcast out there
Ever.
ever.
I'm like nearly 2 million up on second place at this point.
Wow.
In that
2
gap,
million, yeah.
he's like South Florida, and
Everybody else is
competition
like
is-
UTSA, yeah.
mhm.
Which,
true.
by the way, USA's wrought iron fence that they have around their campus is amazing. I will say
Yeah.
that every time we talk about USF, it's amazing. And once they get their own campus stadium, they're going to be in the Big 12. That is going to happen.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
interesting. Okay.
yeah.
Mm.
All righty. So no G5 playoffs for them. Mike Huseman, offseason After Dark, a regular on Locked on Vandy, just crushing it, man. Who's next up?
Either Auburn or Appalachian State. I have both scheduled. Not sure the day though. Yeah.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Did you get Zach?
No, different guy.
Okay.
A guy named Brian is his last name. He also is writes for Mike Farrell with me.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
Nice. And then we got Jeb Beecham.
Hot
He's just a
roll.
dude.
He's just a dude right now. But
Just a dude.
just a dude. Just a dude.
With Pee Wee Herman in the background.
Just a dude that we're waiting on to do a movie podcast. So there you go. And then we got Jake Thomas, your double shot of Alabama. Bama After Dark being the most recent. That's his solo gig. So I'm going to highlight that one. Does a tremendous job. Can't dismiss Stacy Blackwood either with Tide Talk Live. That's a good show. So
Mhm.
check out all of those biscuits at SEC. They're not pictured, right?
Yeah.
But they do a phenomenal job nonetheless. With their
They're super secret having a seance so that they don't get beat by Missouri this weekend.
Yeah.
they're somewhere in how far is I don't know Texas geography, but
If anybody's seen the proposal, kind of what Sandra Bullock and them are doing with the Indian like chant dance.
Right.
That's what's going on right now. Just picture that with Boss Man and Hammer, and you know exactly what they're doing.
I think next weekend is Hammer's wedding.
I think so.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
And if Texas A&M beats Texas, a Fu Manchu's coming on this
Mhm.
show.
I'll be honest, that game's getting a little bit more interesting the way Texas is playing here lately.
if Texas
Yeah.
wins the SEC, I might come for an episode with the Fu Manchu. I can grow one pretty fast.
Hey, we're at the point where if you're an Ole Miss fan right now,
Mhm.
depending on whether or not you want to go to the SEC championship game, if you want to go there, root for Texas.
Yes.
Yep.
Don't root for Texas. Don't ever root for Texas.
Yeah, because Ole Miss needs Texas to beat Georgia. They need Georgia to take an L, and they need Texas A&M to take an L. And Ole Miss's schedule is enough to jump ahead of Texas in the tiebreaker situation to where you would play Alabama in that game.
And I don't want anything to do with Ole Miss. I'm just going to be honest.
That'll be interesting. So anyway, and I'm Corey Burton, Locked on Vandy. Regular guys, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but Locked on Vandy is the main thing, keeping the main thing. And we come at you every week as a group, as an ensemble cast, SEC After Dark. So until next time, arrivederci. Go Dogs, anchor down.
Hotty toddy.
Roll Tide.
Spurs up.
Man, go Vols.